Hi. How y'all doing this afternoon? Ooh, so we're going to be talking about broke men and broke women don't mix. Hey, how y'all doing? Yeah, we got to talk about it. Um, Bye, kitty. So they don't mix. Somebody got to have more than the other one. Okay. Two wrongs don't make a right. Okay. Two wrongs do not make a right. Here, bye. And that means two bros don't make money. Because if you have a broke mentality and your man has a broke mentality, y'all gonna make some broke uh, mentality children, and then they're gonna raise be raised with broke mentality, and they're gonna be attracted to a broke man, and the cycle will continue. So somebody got to have some sense. Somebody got to have something, you know. So broke mentality will only multiply with other broke people. Recipe for disaster, right? So that's why as a woman, you should marry up, right? As a woman, you need to marry up and learn financial literacy, learn how to make money, learn how to not think in poverty mentality. Poverty mentality is more than just about money. Okay, now y'all have to understand this. Poverty mentality is more than just about money, it's about who you keep in your circle, how you think about, um, you know, life. It also comes in when you think about, you know, what you want to represent. So if you don't know any better and you're just surviving and struggling, you don't have time to think about. You don't have time to think about this. You just know you got to get to work so you can pay them bills. That's all you know. That's all you think. And I gotta look good on on Saturday night so I can get me a dusty. That's all you have time to think about. You don't have time to think about anything else because you're struggling. Okay. This is why when you get someone who's struggling and they meet somebody with money, it buys them time. Okay. Not happiness, but time. Time to figure out what they want in their lives. Time to figure out another way. Time to figure out the things that you didn't even have time to think about before, to just even think about them. Thank you, Rosalina, Sprinkle Sprinkle. So once you get that time freed up, your mind starts functioning on a whole different level. Okay. Start thinking on a whole higher level because now you're not in hustle mode or in survival mode. So now your brain has time to, you know, be creative and think about new things and um, something that you might want to do in the future. Okay. You're not desperate. You don't take whatever's given to you because you don't see another opportunity coming anytime soon. So you're able to bypass on a lot of things that don't fit your description of, your standard. You're able to have more standards if you have more time. You're able to have higher standards the more time that you have. So two broke people together is only going to create more struggle, not less. Because y'all are both going to be struggling still. You know. So that's why it's important to get someone with more. If you're laying down with somebody who can't help you up if you fall, you with the wrong person. You know. So get out of poverty mind, get out of, that type of mentality and find someone who's going to allow you the time and space to even figure out who you are. Because most people don't even know who they are. They just know I gotta survive. That's all they feel. Thank you, Rosaline Sprinkle Sprinkle. So, you know, um, when you figure out who you are, what you want, and your standards, then you start to create the life that you desire, the life that you want. You start to put it together. You know, you start to say, "Up, It's kind of like decorating a house. You start saying, nope, I don't want that, but I want this. No, I don't, that's not going to work, but this will. You have time to be extra choosy and picky. You have time to think about what you really want and the goals you want to accomplish, maybe the business you want to start. You have time to do all that instead of, trying to figure out how you're going to pay your rent, you know. Now you have time to plan and create the life that you want. And once you're able to do that, that's when everything changes. When you're able to have the life that you wake up and are happy to wake up to, when you wake up in the morning and you are happy to get your day started, that's how you know that you are no longer in poverty mind. Okay. If you don't wake up feeling like you're in a cycle that you don't like, then you're good. You're free. Okay? So the point is to free yourself. Some people have an issue with how they free themselves. They want to work, 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 which, to try to free themselves. But then they look around and they want the family or the relationship too. And you can't have that and be somebody's slave at the same time. So, then you want to bob the build with somebody. And then they're like, saving on the side so, they can go and build the world that they want with the woman they actually want, but they use your back to do it. What you got to do is you got to find someone that can help you. You got to find someone that can teach you. You got to find someone that will free up your time, not take more of it. If they're going to take your time, they better be giving you more time to yourself. So, fine. If dating requires you to spend up more of the time that you don't even have barely, then you're doing it backwards. Okay. Some women have been saying, "Well, I work so much, I don't have time to freestyle or date. What do I do?" Find you somebody with some money and free up that time. Thank you, beauty. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So you got to free up the time. Free up the time and free up a lot of ideas, get your business going, blah, 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 blah. For your life. You're going freestyle, you can't wait. Good for you. Thank you. So anyway, men understand this. Men understand this and they try to rob you of your time and other things with no money. They understand this, and so that's why they have game, because they have to trick you out of the little time that you have to spend it on them instead of yourself. And so they tell you what you want to hear, da, 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 da. But because they're broke and they can't free up your time to give you time and the relationship time, so they steal yours. If a man is stealing your time, you with the wrong one. If he has not freed you up to have time and spend time with him, he is a waste of time. So, right. Um, my child support papers are being leaked. You can make up anything online these days, child. My child support papers are being leaked. Oh, that's wonderful. But I'm married, so that wouldn't make sense. Um, I can leak people's child support papers too. I can just make them up in documents. It's very easy. But people are always going to hate on people. And here's another thing. When you have enough time and you don't use it to better yourself, but you use it to bring down other people because you can't get up, that time could better be used. And we already know that. But we're not going to focus on the trolls. We're going to focus on getting women free time. When you have free time and let me add this part, and money, when you have time and money, you can really create something great, and you can really create the life that you want. And I've helped so many women get people and partners that free up their time and give them money, and take them from the outhouse to the penthouse or whatever. And I love when I see women excelling and getting the lives that they want and deserve. You know, I love it because it means that what were they doing before? They were sitting there when they had the potential to have a totally different life, a totally different life. And it just goes to show people that within a year, you can go from, that life you hate to a life that people envy. Thank you, Rosaline. Sprinkle, sprinkle girl. So if you're able to do that, go from a life that people that you hate to a life that other people envy within a year, you're doing you're doing it right. Okay, stop messing with them broke dusty dudes. I believe that most of the reason that a lot of my trolls have an issue with me is because they have broke dusty men who have ruined their lives and they have not yet figured out how to free themselves. Thank you. Oh, I already said thank you for that one. Don't forget to hit the like button. Yay. Okay, so my videos aren't going to teach you how to be a woman. Okay. Thank you, Penny Love, Sprinkle Sprinkle. How do you redirect the convo when he mentions sex? Give them a date and make them work up to that date and then flake out on the date. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, maybe in a little while after we get to know each other, da 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 da. You know, I can't wait to do that with you either. You're so sexy, da 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 da. But first we gotta get to know each other. So he's gonna try to rush to get to know you. That which means he's gonna spend money. And then after he spent a lot of money, he's gonna like, well, when are we gonna do something? Oh, let's make it special. Let's make it on this date. Get this, get this hotel and da da da. So he's gonna keep spending because that date is not so far off. So he's gonna keep spending because he's been spent. He ain't gonna let all that money go to waste, and he's looking for this date. This date is circled on his calendar. When you get close to the date, something happens, and you gotta flake out. Then it has to start all over again. Thank you, Jala or Jayla. Hi, Shira. I'm 26-year-old who works at a factory and press operator. What should I tell men I do for a living? Plus, I work 2 to 10:30. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You don't have any time to date, darling. You don't have no time to date. You see, society sets people up to only focus on survival because they need workers. They need workers. Okay. What I would do if I were you is I would figure out a way to have less hours and more money, whatever that means. I would get me an old sugar daddy to pay all my bills so I could quit my job. He might not be the one I end up with. He might not be the one I stay with. Whatever. I need to stop. I need to free up my time, you know. Free yourself. Find you a job where you can work from home or something. Because what you're doing is letting that job steal your time. You can't date on that job. Ruby, what are you gonna do? Go out on a date and say I gotta leave at 1:30? What are you gonna do? Go on a date after you get off? It's 10:30 at night. By the time you get up and get dressed, everything is closed. You have no time to date. You need to free that up. Get a different job with better hours, or get a higher paying job, or start, get you an old sugar daddy to take care of you. Whatever it takes, you need to free your time up. For me, that would be what I would do. I'm not getting ready to do that. That would be. Uh, I would never see my kids because they're in school, and by the time they get out of school, I'll be going to work. By the time they go to bed, I'd be getting off, and they'd already be asleep. So I would never ever do that type of job. I would find a way to free up my time. Okay. You troll me a lot, but I helped you leave a broke, abusive Dusty. You love me. Well, why do you troll me if you love me? You just a habit? Okay. Well, thank you. Anyway, Shira, what are some beginner tips on successful sugar baby? Look good and date old. There you go. Look good and date old. Get what you want. Don't give them none. I can't teach y'all how to be women. Flirting is a natural thing as a feminine woman. You want something, a man wants something, use your brain power and your mind to get it. You cannot teach people how to flirt. If you got to teach them, they're going to get it wrong anyway. Thank you. Freestyling. I have to take my 2-month-old baby with me. Where should I go? I'm in good shape. 21. Don't laugh at me. I'm not laughing at you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get yourself a babysitter. Go to the gym, drop your kid off in the free babysitter area, and go freestyle at a rich gym. Go somewhere where they have childcare and can care for your child while you're out and about. Do not have your baby on your arm. Okay. Mhm. Get a side hustle so you can take your baby to the grandma's house or whatever. Or find somewhere where they have free babysitting, like the gym. Mhm. Thank you. What if a Dusty was generous? There can be no such thing as a generous Dusty. Thank you, Kenya. I'm an artist, and your advice has completely elevated my professional opportunities. Femininity works with museums too. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, sprinkle, sprinkle, girl. Good for you. A Dusty can only be generous for so long. You know what I mean? A Dusty can only be generous for so long, not on a long term level. So, why are Dusties so arrogant these days? Because in order to pull off a lie, you got to be arrogant in the lie. Like, for example, if a Dusty is arrogant, that means you're going to overlook his dustiness and wonder why he's so confident about himself. That's not going to work. What do you do when you have children with a Dusty? Find a man with some money. Hopefully, find them a good stepdad with some money. Okay. Which means marry wealthy. Okay. What would you do if James got a mistress? Um, I would know that he needed something that I was not going to give him, and that was the only way he could get it, and that he would risk losing half of his money plus child support for 2 women over it. So I would encourage him to go upon that path, and I would stay as long as I could still benefit. But then when the benefits were starting to slow down, then I would take it to the legal system and get my benefits and be out, just like most women would. So, right. I'm not going to be emotionally devastated by somebody cheating on me because, I could do the same thing and plus get paid. Right. Y'all really some whatever. Ah, that could be dangerous. No, if a man has a mistress and you dumb enough to still sleep with him, that can be dangerous. But if you know, then you do better. Okay. Thank you, sprinkle sprinkle girl, glamour, p word. You said fan, and y'all ask me this every video. What would you do if James? I don't care. I'm still getting his money, right? I will continue to get his money, even after the mistress, even after the divorce. I'm still be getting his money. So whatever situation is put up against us in our relationship or after the relationship, the fact that I'm still getting his money will remain the same. That's why you get married. Okay. Sure, you could net other rich men You look so good. Thank you. I could get other rich man. Yes, I sure could. Thank you so much. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You got the sprinkles. Um, I get his entire paycheck every 2 weeks. Good for you, girl. Get that check. So, right, broke and broke don't mix. You got to find somebody with some money that can help you become free and do the things that you would like to be doing. Um, if you can't, then don't be with a broke man. It's better to be alone than to be with another broke person because they go broke and you're broke. You got to help the broke one, and then end up even broker. If that's even the word. Brokenness is an illness. Exactly. It is. It's a mental disorder. I'm gonna say that being broke is a form of a mental disorder, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because if you could think correctly, if you had enough time to think, you could put your life in the correct order to where you would prosper. And it's a mental disorder because you're being put in a situation of survival. So you're not thinking in the correct order. You're only thinking in the order of survival, not prosperity. So when you're put in an environment to only think survival, you can't think prosperity. Thank you, 1025. An ex always popping up trying to be friends again. Tell me I'm shallow for only dating rich men. He says I should help build with a man. Girl, block his number and tell him good luck in his life. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Melanated Glamazon. Your new beau just paid for me to join him in Hawaii, but I'm spending money. So how do I ask for it? But it's a little too soon for me to. Hold on, I gotta go back and reread that. But I want spending money. How soon do I ask for it? But it's a little too soon for me. Ask him, tell him you need some clothes and some stuff for Hawaii. If he's already bought the ticket, it's like, oh, I need to go shopping, so I have some swimsuits. Name all the stuff that he's gonna like lingerie, swimsuits. Get your shopping money, and then bring some granny panties and a scuba suit, girl. And make sure you're in a separate room. Thank you, Angel. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah. Tell him what he needs to hear to get that money. That's all you got to do. If the things are more for him, he'll give you the money. Thank you. Is couples counseling a good idea before marriage? If you're already in couples counseling, why are you getting married? If you got issues, why are you getting married? You know what I'm saying? That's supposed to be before the divorce, right? So, Shira, is it okay to tell guys I study art since I don't lead to anything? Sure, why not? Hmm. I know what. As all successful men like myself should listen to this woman. You'll be able to keep what you study and work your whole life for. Thanks, Shira, opening my eyes to female real nature. Ha. Well, Lorenzo, yeah, you'll be able to keep everything you worked hard for and not pass it on to anybody, and it will die with you. You're right. No legacy, no memory, no one to uphold your name, no DNA for the next generation. You will die with your money. Your money will die with you. Your legacy will die with you. Nobody will remember your name. Um, when you do have a family, however, at least your children, if you have children, and a family in a positive, as a positive role model, they will keep your name alive, and they will hold your DNA, and they will go on to do great things. But if all you care about is the money aspect of it, that's fine. A lot of men don't care about legacy and things like that, which is why, when their future generations go to start something, they don't have a leg up. They don't know people to get started. and they have to start from the bottom, from scratch once again, creating a poverty level mentality. So, if you want to give your child or your family or your name any kind of legacy or leg up into the future, and a stepping stone, then yes, you would marry and create family. But if not, then you won't. So it's all up to you. We create our future generations and their circumstance that they're born into. So if you don't want your offspring to be born into, chaos, disorder, and poverty, then fine. But if you do, great. It don't matter. It ain't me. How much should you spend? How much should he spend on you before you give him a kiss on the cheek? Girl, I don't know. These are basic questions that I really don't want to answer. So, how to reserve my situation? Let what? Left the athlete for a dusty girl. I'm not even going to answer that either. It's like, that's your fault. Like, I can't. I recently blocked a dusty and mean it is time due to your teaching. Yep, it's time. Here's my question. Why do y'all have such low value of self? That's my question. I am annoyed because y'all are asking dumb questions. What gives you, why do you value yourself so low that you would take a dusty? That's my question. Broke and broke don't go together. The super broke, it equals super broke. She said because they scared. What they scared of? Thank you, Toy Soldier Cheek, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Like, I don't understand. Thank you, 1025. Should I let him before I block him? I feel bad. I do what you want, baby. Sprinkle Sprinkle. I can't no more. I can't answer dumb questions anymore. It's like sometimes you get fed up to hear with the dumb questions. Do what makes you happy. Y'all ask some real questions. Like, how do I get a man with money to buy me a car? How do I, level up? First of all, what do you look like? How do I level up? You know, these are the questions y'all should be asking. And also, this should be common sense if you are over the age of 15. A lot of it. I have all these videos and y'all ask the same exact questions over and over, and you have heard the answer a million times. It's not going to change. Level up, find the right target, get your money, get another one. Okay, so, mhm. So yeah, get your money. Every decision you make needs to be about your future. Every decision you make today needs to benefit you in the future and in the present. So, whenever you make a decision with a man, make sure it is beneficial to you now and in the future. That's how we have to start thinking. If you don't start thinking like that, you take chances and risks. Oh, but he got potential. Oh, well, he was nice. Oh, well, I was drunk. Then where you end up is where you were supposed to end up because you had the chance. You were making the decision to either benefit or not. And you chose either benefit or non benefit. That's how you got to make these decisions. If you don't, you can't blame anybody but yourself. You never want to be in the same place you were 5 years ago. That's true. Never. So if you're out and about and some dusty is telling you stuff that you should already understand and know and feel about yourself to get you in the bed anyway, his words shouldn't matter to you. You should bypass that and go for the money. You know, um, if a man has to sell you himself, he ain't worth a dime. Let me tell you once again, if a man has to sell you himself, he ain't worth a dime. That means if he got to tell you a bunch of lies and tell you a bunch of lies about him and tell you a bunch of lies about yourself, he ain't worth a dime. Okay. So be careful of men who are always talking about, oh girl, you so fine, you the one, da 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 da. Oh girl, if you get with me, I'll do this and that. If they gotta sell you something on the first night or the first week, they have nothing. The reason why they're trying to sell you on themselves so fast is because when you find out that they're broke, you ain't gonna want them. When you find out that they're lying, you ain't gonna want them. So they have to sell you fast. You know. So men who are trying to sell you themselves too fast, back up. Don't bother with them. Thank you, Maria. Love you. Look, thank you. Oh, thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Men that take their Men that take their time to get to know you, to take you out, to court you properly, to take you some, doing fun stuff and do the things that they're supposed to be doing, not trying to rush you. You know, they're not trying to sell you themselves at all. They actually have time to enjoy and pay for courting and dating. Okay. Broke men try to rush in and rush out before you find them out. And then if you stay together, well, you knew what you was getting into when you got with me, and we can build together. And now they got all these excuses. Well, when I get my studio up, or when I get this court, this when I get this, what do they call it? They keep calling it my settlement. You know, every lie that they can come up with. Well, when my mama leave me her house when she died, what? Something. When my baby mama take me off of child support in 20 months, I'm gonna have some money freed up. All if they keep saying that, get 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 gone, because it's obvious they can't afford to date you. Okay. If they have to fast talk you to sell themselves to you, they're not worth a dime. So, mm-mm. You know how, like, when you forgot your password and you have to have them send you a text or an email, and they want to send it to your email address, but they'll send it in like 10 minutes or 5 minutes sometimes to make sure that that's you. You know, they they're trying to buy time to see if you're the real deal. If they're trying to sell themselves super fast, it's it's not good. So, and you have to ask yourself this question too: why, if you don't have anything, why would you want somebody that doesn't have anything as well? Thank you, La Bliss. My ex tries to amount to rich men I date, and it's fun to see them all try. Once he's scared, I'll leave. Once I'm rich, I said I won't. LOL. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So, what should I do? I'm sugaring, and he wants to leave his spouse of 20 years. They all want to. They all want to get their money. If they do, great. If they don't, whatever. But get their money. It don't matter. No matter what they want. What they want versus what they do is two totally different things. Continue to get the money. How do I get him to give me a credit card on his account? Ask him and deny him until he gives it to you. Tell him you don't like talking about money. You just want to have access and get a credit card so you don't have to ask him for money anymore, because it gets in the way of the relationship dynamic. Mhm. The best way to get anybody to pay anything is to cut them off in the bedroom, but promise it to them after. Promise it to them right before they think they're going to get it. Ask them for what you want. You know, Make them wait a long time for it too. Mhm. Right. So I don't understand why broke people are attracted to other broke people. I don't understand and I will never understand. It seems like someone with less will be attracted to someone with more. But many people, thank you, Ashley Sprinkle Sprinkle. But many people gravitate towards brokenness for some reason. It's because that's what I call the frequency that you live on, the broke frequency. So when you want to get up out of that, you got to step out of your comfort zone. You got to level up out of that broke look or broke, outfits that y'all put together and get into a higher level of, um, you know, environment and people that you hang around and get some money, get some knowledge. How? Stop hanging around broke people. First of all, stop dressing like broke people dress. Second of all, get out there. Fashion can cost a lot of money, but still look broke. Then you can wear cheap clothes, but don't look broke. It's not about how much the clothing costs, it's how what you're wearing. Thank you, Belizean. Two broke people is like two leftovers trying to make a full meal, right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Right. So you said hood rich, right? So, if you might have $10,000 worth of clothes on, but still look broke because of how you're wearing it, where you're at, and who you're with. So you got to get out of, that mentality. Thank you, Julia Hall. Sure, how can I get a sugar daddy to buy me a new car and make the payments and ensure that it will be mine and if we ever break up? Um, Make a date to sleep with him, but on the way, stop at the car dealership. Tell him, oh, I just want to get, I need a new car, and I have the down payment. I just want you to go in there with me to help me so I don't get ripped off, and I don't know anything about cars. And then after that, we can go have dinner, and then we can go to the hotel. Girl, he going in that car dealership, and you done already called the dealership, the salesperson, and set it up to where he's gonna sell that man and you that car. Okay, that's how you do that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Right. So you got to get out of, you know, the mentality to even attract broke people. Um, how to stop attracting broke people is to not look like you will have anything in common with them. If they see you and they feel like they have something in common with you because of similar styles, dress, talk, walk, they're going to approach you. Thank you, Anon Jen. Should I date a man who is technically married but living on his own apartment? How can this benefit me? As long as he's paying your bills, it can benefit you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Do what you got to do for yourself, for your time. As long as he's paying your bills, don't don't be dating for food. Date for benefits. Okay. So, right. My issue with the car thing is that they want relationship for that. Well, make them think they're in a relationship. You don't gotta be. Your definition of relationship could be very different from theirs. Hmm. How can we get a right, right, right? Anyway, so you gotta stop having things in common with broke people, like eating at buffets. You gotta stop doing that. Number one, can't eat at no more buffets. Number two, you can't wear your pajamas outside of the house or your house slippers or your bonnet. That is number two. Number three, you can't, okay, no more buffets, no more walking out of the house inappropriate. You cannot bank at Walmart. Your bank cannot be Walmart. That's number two. That's number three. Thank you, Jolly Rain. My town and job is all dusties. They look at me like I'm stuck up. Maybe I am. Good for you. Get you somebody else that's not dusty. There you go. They should look at you that way. You have dusty repellent on. Okay, so your bank can't be Walmart. Thank you, K. Thomas. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So, you know, because, thank you, Ashley Bay. My wife and friends confronted me. No, his wife and friends confronted you. I'm scared. I'm 20. They should have confronted him. You said, ma'am, your husband is out here getting women to think that he's single. Your husband is the problem. If it's not me, it's going to be someone else tomorrow. You need to fix him. I'm 20 years old. Mhm. You're a grown woman. You would think that you would understand that the problem is your husband. Because I'm a date, continuously date. I'm a date. I'm gonna have a date tomorrow. I'm gonna have to date the next day. It might not be with your husband, but it's gonna be with somebody. And you have to understand that your husband is obviously out here dating other women, and you mad at me. Who you gonna be mad at tomorrow and the next day and the next day? You gonna keep changing until you figure out that the women aren't to blame for your husband, and just move on. Okay. Like, I would never like, everybody always asks me, "Oh, what if James had a mistress, or what if you found out James cheated on him?" I don't care about that woman. It could be any woman. The woman don't matter. Where's my money? As long as you ain't giving them money. um, Thank you, Jamaican Akuti. Name your price is the site where men pay you to date them. Lots of unattractive, wealthy men there, even if you. Oh, cool. Name your price. Was that the app? Yeah. Website or app. Thank you, Sprinkle Sprinkle Girl. The women in here probably needed that. Okay, so yeah, okay, banks at Walmart. No more banking at Walmart. Throw all your leggings away unless you are in college or you use them as pajamas. Do not leave your house in leggings. Um, there you go. Don't follow every trend that comes out on Instagram. Delete delete all your inappropriate photos online. There you go. Yeah, to the gym is fine. If you're wearing workout clothes to the gym, you're fine. Yes. Mhm. But if yeah, thank you, Kalia. Sprinkle, sprinkle, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And be mindful of your hairstyles. Do they fit into the upper echelon of, upper middle class to rich to wealthy? Um, mhm. If you're trying to repel brokenness, you can't look like you belong there. Okay. So if you're trying to repel brokenness and attract, you know, prosperity or men with money, you cannot look broke. Okay. And that doesn't mean you have to look rich. It just means you cannot look broke. Thank you, LaBliss. We went shopping yesterday. Why are you telling me these stories? I really don't. I don't know. Just ignore and get your money, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm so happy I found your channel. You helped me figure out how much my problems in love and life. Thank you, Mary Frances. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, LaBliss. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, just The answer is get your money. Who cares about what they're doing and what they're thinking? Are they handing you money? Yes or no? Mhm. The basics, you're missing the basics. Okay, well, I can't help you on the basics. I mean, it's called common sense. Okay. You love my videos, but I'm missing on how to tell you how to be a woman. I don't understand. It's common sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, I cannot sit down and hold your hand and say, okay, this is how you act like a woman, you know. Unless you're raised by a man, full around men, I understand, but you know what gets men attention. You know what men like. You can watch people, you can watch television, you can watch actresses. And the whole point is you should be at a level in your life right now where you understand the dynamic between masculine and feminine. Okay. So thank you for watching my channel, but I can't go all the way backwards. Okay. You should be here by now. You on the gold digging channel, you should be able to get attention of a man. So I'm just being honest. Like I can't go all the way backwards. It's just if you ain't there yet, I don't even know what channel can help you be basic information and on how to get, how to flirt. hmm Okay, so you can't look broke. Get out of the broke look, which means don't look like you belong at the customer service line in Walmart. Okay, don't look like you can fit into that line. Now I'm just using this as an example so y'all can get the vision in your head. Don't look like you should be standing in line at the customer service at Walmart. If that's how you dress, you need to change. hmm There you go. Everywhere you go, you should be slightly more polished than everyone else or a tad overdressed. Just a tad. Mhm, mhm. Not underdressed. Okay. You should be a tad more pulled together in your casual than most people. Okay. That just gives people the notion that, oh, she's not broke, or oh, let me approach her. She looks nice. Like, she looks like someone who's not gonna, be in that Walmart customer service line. Okay. Thank you, Raw. Sure, what would you do if your husband cheated and got another woman pregnant or brought back STDs? Oh my God. This how many times have I been asked this question today? Sprinkle, sprinkle. First of all, my man wouldn't be cheating on nobody. I wouldn't be sleeping with him. And if he had another baby, I'm in a coma somewhere. Okay. I ain't that stupid because I'm not working if I'm married, first of all. So I would know what was going on because I ain't too busy working for somebody else. That's number one. Number two, if I'm married and done having kids, my husband is not gonna be out having nobody else's kids because before he get another piece of this, he gonna be having a vasectomy. Okay. So I set it up to where my future is how I want it. So that would not happen to me. But thank you for asking the question and sprinkle sprinkle. Yes. He gotta work for what he get over here. And that was one of the stipulations. Look, no, you ain't getting nothing over here unless you get that vasectomy. It's over. That way I don't have no kids popping up. Nothing. Yeah, I ain't sharing my money. All right. So men who require their women to work also do so that they can cheat. Yep, true. So your husband left you because he feel like you won't amount to anything. How I change his thing, girl? Your husband is broke. He shouldn't want you to amount to anything. He's the man. He's supposed to amount to everything and give to you. Your husband is feminine. Next. Okay. Your husband is feminine. You need to do better. Your ex-husband. Okay. Thank you, Aboseti. Is having fun in your 20s necessary or can you skip? If you don't skip, you're going to get wrapped up in your emotion and mess up your bag. You can skip if you want to, but you're going to mess it up emotionally at some point. It's best to go ahead and get it out your system and get this game. Right. Mhm. Any tips on being seductive? Yes, look good. Mhm. Read the Art of Seduction by Robert Greene. Okay. You get that free on YouTube. I think they have like the audiobook. All right. Well, why do Dusty show you the most attention? Because they have the least amount of money. Duh. Mhm. Thank you. Hey Marcus, how you doing? Marcus is back. Welcome. Would I have to keep cleaning and cooking if you're paying your bills? Not if you don't want to. I ain't finna do any of that. Shira, thank you, Bernicia. I'm 21. Is it okay to level up but have fun? Sure. If you always look your best, great. It's always good to look your best. Yes. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How to get a man to pay more in the relationship? Girl, to pay everything in the relationship. Get the right man with the right amount of money who likes you more than you like him. That's how. Thank you, Channy Love. Dealing with a stalker at work, going through a stressful battle with management regarding a transfer. Girl, quit that job. Girl, don't ask me no work questions. I don't work. Thank you, Channy Love. Level up, get paid, work for yourself. Exactly. Y'all putting yourselves in them situations by being stuck. Um, think about this. If you died knowing what you know now and you came back reincarnated, fresh out of high school, what's the first thing you would go do? Think about this for 2 seconds. If you had another life and to start all over and you were 18 years old, what would you do? What would y'all do? Would y'all go to college? Would y'all would y'all go try to get a job? Would y'all entertain Dusties? What would you do? You're gonna be 18 next year? Well, then you better listen up. Mhm. Right. You said find an old man, go to the gym, get a wealthy old man. Wouldn't have went to college, leveled up, keep our legs closed to broke men. Make an online business, be single, get a wealthy man, eat healthy, use my young beauty. Yep. So most of the people will go for the money and take care of themselves. Okay. That's what I'm getting. I will go from that's what they're saying. They will go for the money and take care of themselves. Mhm. Not to keep your legs closed. So that's something that you can learn from. So why not do that if you're just starting out, value yourself higher. That would be number one. Value yourself so high that no one could afford you unless the right one stepped up. Mhm. What if your best friend took your sugar daddy info from their phone and set up a date? That ain't your best friend then. That's your opportunist friend. Mhm. Okay. So they it was worth losing your friendship over, obviously. Mhm. Okay, okay. I would have had more fun and lived before turning 22. Good for you. You should. Everybody need to have fun. Okay. That's why you freestyle alone. Exactly. Y'all can't tell everybody everything. Y'all gonna learn. That's another thing y'all need to learn. Shut up. Keep your business to yourself. You gonna tell your best friend all about your sugar daddy and thinking she ain't gonna want to steal it? What? Best friends will steal a dusty, and you gonna tell them about a sugar daddy? Something wrong. Okay. These ratchet women out here will let you tell them all about your dusty and go steal a broke dusty from you. What makes you think that they ain't gonna try to steal a sugar daddy? Okay. Y'all are the ones to blame for all of your own problems because y'all don't think. I'm serious. Y'all have to take full responsibility for that one. Do I believe in soul ties? Nope. I believe in common sense and being in control, full control of your emotions and making decisions that are going to benefit you in the future. I believe in using your higher mind instead of using excuses to get what you want in this life. That's what I believe. Hmm. So, Marcus, we are not soulmates. Okay. How did you convince James to get snip? Cut him off. You can't get no more unless you get that done. That's not gonna happen. That's how I did it. That's how you do everything. Cut them off, baby. Cut them all off. Cut them off. Everybody get cut off until you get what you want. End of story. That's how it works. If you're too weak to cut people off, then you can't. You're not gonna thrive in this game. How did you? What? Oh yeah, I already just answered that one. So yeah, cut them off. Mm. Your man is paying the bare minimum. How do you get him to pay for everything? Cut him off, baby. Cut him off. That's how you get him to pay for everything. Cut him off. I'm not in the mood. I don't want anything. I'm bored. No. Nope. You ain't getting none. You can't pay for it. You can't afford it. So cut them off. Why should you give them what they want when they can't give you what you want? Okay. So, and just ladies, stop. You are very smart. Thank you. Okay. So No more broke together. If you broke, your man should have money. Okay? That's just how it has to be. There's no use of dating a broke man and you broke. They don't make no good sense. Y'all need to stop that. Level up for real. Mhm. If if you can't ask whoever you're sleeping with right now for money to pay your rent or your bills or whatever, then what are you doing? Mm. I mean, who's going to? I know y'all know better. It's just that women forget their value and they lower it even more by forgetting it and acting like they don't have value. When you act like you have value, your value goes up even higher. So when y'all are walking around looking and acting and dating as if you are low value, that is what you become. That is exactly what you become to everybody that looks at you and that comes in contact with you. You are automatically labeled low value. If you look low value, if you date low value, if you act low value, you will be labeled low value. If you don't, people will see you as worth more. Okay. So stop doing that. Don't leave your house looking low value. Don't date men that make you look low value. You can be high value as a single woman and get a better type of relationship. Okay. Y'all ain't getting me. Right. So if I offend people, if I offended you, if you in that Walmart customer service line right now, I'm sorry. If your bank at Walmart, rethink that. Okay. And I'm just being honest. Right. Mhm. How to look and act high value. Look the opposite of somebody broke. Um, opt for nicer clothing. Opt for it don't have to be expensive, but just a better style of clothing. Polished, well put together look. Manners. Right, right. Look the opposite of broke. Okay, there you go. Hmm. How to look put together at home. Put on some put together clothes at home. Like they have lounge clothes. They call them lounge or leisure clothes. You buy those. They can be um, matching sets. Y'all remember Oprah used to always wear them on her own network when she in her house? The lounge clothes. Buy lounge clothes, which means you're not going to leave your house, but you ain't going to look like Bonetta. Get you some lounge clothes. What I use for my lounge clothes are like matching sets that are like top and bottom, or I'll do like nice, I'll have like cute pajamas that are really feminine and girly, or I'll do matching sets with like that are really warm in the winter. Hmm. But you don't do t-shirts with dirty t-shirts and shorts and stuff. You got to do something um, more put together. Mm. You went to your sugar daddy here. There was bobby pins in his bed, girl. He be having other women. He your sugar daddy, not your boyfriend. And that's another thing I keep telling y'all. Sugar daddy don't equal boyfriend. It means man that gives you money for your company. That's it. He can have bobby pins and stuff all up in his bed. He ain't your boyfriend. Y'all don't have no commitment. So that's that. You can't get jealous because that's not your man. Mhm. He didn't change his sheets. Yep. Girl, what I would do is you gotta play him. Get his money and then dip out. Act like you was gonna give him some and then go like this and what is this? Oh, I'm not in the mood anymore. Thanks for the money, bye. You get out of jail free card, girl. Get your money and go. Um, use it to get yourself out of something you don't want to be doing. And just still get the money. Mhm. Y'all, everything about I've been married to James for 18 years. I don't care. I like when you've been married this long, it's not the same as just meeting someone. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all keep asking me about James. I don't care. I don't get jealous. I don't get jealous. None of that bothers me. Ain't nobody after James. Okay. James at home downstairs. Okay. Ain't nobody after him. And if they were, good luck to them. Thank you, TMP. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What should I get him for his birthday and how much? Nothing. Get him a card that says happy birthday, I love you, or thinking of you, whatever. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Uh-uh. Don't nobody care. Up at 18 years, shoot. If he mess up, that's my payday. Point blank, period. Hmm. Um, I don't know why they worried about Jane. They, you know what? Every time somebody, because they're reflecting on how they feel about their partner or how jealous they get about other people around their man. If you jealous of somebody taking your man, that's not your man. Okay, you didn't pick the right target. If you jealous about other people around your man, he ain't the right target, darling. Okay, you pick someone that will fall victim to someone else. You pick someone that you got to constantly watch. That's what you pick. Thank you, LaBliss. Should you have a best friend? And I don't know what that it means. I don't know what the SF means, but do what you want to do. Whatever makes you happy, that's what you do. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But see, for me, you got to have like a man that you already know knows you are the prize. If they know you are the prize, then you don't have to worry about anybody else or jealous every time something, this is not, that's how you know you pick the right and the correct person. If you constantly worried about somebody, that's not the person that values you, you know. If you marry somebody, you gotta constantly watch. You like them more than they like you. Be the prize and you never have to worry about that. And that's what I'm trying to teach y'all. Many of y'all don't see yourselves as the prize and you go for a man who thinks he's the prize and then you wonder why you always mad and jealous because you ain't the prize. Okay. The prize knows that it can get something else anytime, anywhere. So the prize ain't worried about what they doing over there. Y'all need to become the prize. Okay. Be the prize. Stop worrying about what they doing over here and what they doing over here. The prize don't worry. The prize is the prize. So become the prize. And you will never have to wonder what I want to do if James does A, B, C, and D. Get another one. That's what I do. Take his money and go get another one. Because the prize will always be the prize, no matter what. Okay. Should you have a boyfriend and sugar daddy at the same time? If that's what makes you happy, yes. Um, for me, I'm focused on the money only. I'm not risking my money for trivial things. Okay. I don't need the trivialness of somebody else. I just need my money. Thank you, Athena. If a man brings up how much he makes, is he just trying to impress me or is he communicating that he wants to spend more of it on me? I verified the money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That means go big or go home. Ask for what you want, Athena. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't be afraid. He got it. You need a new car, you need a down payment. You know who to go to. Mhm. He just told you. Mhm. So, yeah, the bank is closed. What to say when your man when he asks you to spend the night, but he's cut off? Don't spend the night either. I'm busy. I ain't coming over. I got bills to pay. I got to worry about how I'm gonna pay these bills. My tires are low. I need some new tires. You're thinking how to get some money. Mm-hmm. Hmm. How do you pick a man so that you can relocate? You find one that lives where you want to live. That's the right target. I don't know. Who will move you out? Hmm. So, how can a man stop being afraid of commitment such as marriage? You're not the one, baby. Nancy, you ain't the one. Sprinkle, sprinkle, though. When a man tells you he's afraid of commitment, it means you're not the one. That means I don't want to commit to you in particular. But let my dream woman walk up and I will ask her to marry her faster than you can turn around. Okay. And you got to understand that. A man will not commit to you because you're not the one. A man will rush to commit to the woman that he actually thinks is the one or that he really wants because he does not want anybody else taking her away. He don't want any excuse to lose her or whatever. So he will commit to the one he wants. He does not want anyone that he's not willing to commit to. Okay. It's a lie, and he's just keeping you around to use you until you wake up and realize that you're not the one. Okay. So, what is the most expensive thing I've ever bought, James? Um, Let me think. His wedding ring. It wasn't even that expensive. That's it, baby. Um, and I used his money because I had no job. So there you go. Well, what am I supposed to do? I'm the woman. He's supposed to impress me. I am serious. I don't go out and buy men gifts like that. That is ridiculous. Like, okay, here's the thing. I don't have to impress him. I already impress him by my presence. That's it. Look, I impress him by getting up every day, looking cute, and coming home. That's his gift for all eternity until all the duration of our marriage. I don't go out and try to buy him expensive stuff. What's that's gonna do? You know? He's what does he want? There's nothing I could buy him that he would really be like, oh wow, thank you so much. I've always wanted this. I mean, I don't have anything to gain by buying him anything expensive. You know what I mean? I don't thrive in pick Misha-esque validation. Okay. So If I want to see excitement on someone's face for buying them an expensive gift, I'll buy my kids something. Okay. But I'm not finna wait on his facial expression and how much he's excited to open a gift. That's how it is when he see me when I wake up. That's it. Every day. So he's not gonna get any expensive gifts. I am the gift. The gift and the curse, like Jay-Z. That's all he getting. This. Okay. Um uh, mhm. I kept repeating your voice in my head on the date, telling myself to shut up. The silence did create room for him to talk, and I listened. Good for you. How to pretend you're really interested in an old man with money. He know why you're there. You ain't got to pretend. You just gotta act. He know why you're there. They ain't stupid. Old men know why young women are there. They money. They just go with it. Okay. They do. They go with it. They know why they're there. Now, if he's in between old and young, he might not understand. But when he's straight up old, he know why you're there. He knows why you're there. Mhm. Right. This man took you to the mall and all these stores, Gucci and all, and only bought me food from the food court. I was upset at myself, but it's a learning experience. Girl, you should have drug him into the Gucci store or whatever store you wanted him to buy stuff in and started acting like he was going to do something, a little something, something afterwards. And he would have bought that stuff. Mm. And then you'd be like, oop, I got to go. I got to go pick up my sister. Thanks. Bye. Um, mhm. So, y'all women who still are trying to impress men by buying them expensive gifts, that's very pick me. Okay, the man should be impressed by you just for being you. They should wake up and feel lucky every day. If not, you with the wrong one. Okay. Power couple, you mean Bob the Builder? Power couples often have third and fourth parties. Thank you, Lola. This is my first time catching a live, and it sounds like I missed a lot. I'm gonna stop and get my notebook. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle, girl. Right. Yeah, power couples have some stuff in their closet. Like the man got a boyfriend or a mistress. Okay. So I don't believe in power couples. Look, but I mean, it's a nice thing. It's a nice idea if it's a business. If you're in it with the correct mindset, it can work. Like Will and Jada, Obama and Michelle, Beyonce and Jay Z. If you are in it for the business aspect of it, great. But if you actually want to be a wife and allow somebody to provide for you and to take care of you and to give you what you want and allow you to your freedom to express yourself and do what you need to do, then you need a husband, not a partner. Okay. If you want a business partner, great. If you want to be the wife and the feminine woman and be able to do what you like to do, then you don't want to be a part of a power couple. Mm. And even Jada has fallen back a little bit to Will because he makes way more money than her anyway. She's even fallen back and become, they've become less of a power couple. But since she was in the entertainment business, that's what it looks like. But she's falling back. He takes care of her. I'm sure she's not paying half the bills. Okay. Yeah. She has a little internet talk show. She ain't in the blockbuster. And even if she does get a role every now and then, she ain't like on the same level as Will Smith. Hmm. Right, right. And Beyonce and Jay-Z, yep, they're building their millions and billions. They're building legacy. So that's what that's about. But if you want the dynamic of wife and husband, provider and protector, then you don't want to be a part of a power couple. Hmm. So, how you stop being a dusty magnet? Do not look like anything dusty person would want to ever approach. Always look your best. Don't hang around dusty areas, dusty people, or dusty places, and you won't run into dusty men. You know, what do you say when he comes back after ghosting you? Nothing, because he should be blocked. Okay, where's my money? Is what I would be asking. Ask for an expensive gift. Okay, that's the only thing you can ask or say when someone has ghosted you and they want to pop back up. Oh, you missed my birthday. Oh, well, I need this, this, and that. That's the only thing you need to be talking about when someone has ghosted you. Where's my money? Basically. You're gonna make them pay for ghosting you. That's what you need to do. Because they already know that they're gonna be in trouble when they pop up. Their goal is to win you back over and to get what they want from you. So first you have to get them to spend money to make them think that they won you back over. Then you ghost them after you didn't got their money. That's it. Mhm. Aw. Men always want to be more successful than a woman. If you're more successful, they're gonna suck you dry and run. Exactly, see us. That's so true. Hmm. So someone says, "How do you get a man to your boyfriend to pay for everything? Stop paying for anything. Stop paying for anything. Don't pay for nothing no more. Tell him he got it. You got it. Oh, you got it. You the man. You got it. Big daddy. You got it. Mm, there you go. That's how you get him to pay for stuff. Don't take your wallet or your purse, and he got it. If you want to go out and do stuff, he got to pay for it. If you want to show you off in public, he has to pay for it. If you want to sleep with you, he got to pay for it when y'all out in public. Okay, that's just how it has to be. So, Marcus, no, I didn't call you that. You so silly. I gotta go in like 1 minute. Ugh. But if you are claiming a man, and you say he's your boyfriend, if you living with a man and you claim he's your man, your husband, or your boyfriend, then anything that comes into your wallet, bank account, or purse should be kept there. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have to pay for a thing if you are living with a grown man. If you find that you are paying for stuff, you need to gradually stop paying for it and see if he can handle it. If his finances can handle paying, then you don't need to be paying, okay? Because you are supposed to be the prize, and that's it. Yay. Y'all hit the like button before I go. And remember, stay away from broke looks, broke places, and broke people. Oh, sorry. Yep, stay away from the brokenness. Thank you, the Uber driver lady. Sprinkle, sprinkle, girl. Thank you, girl. I don't know what to tell y'all. Oh, before I leave, look what somebody sent me. Hi, y'all remember her from the lady from, I'm gonna link her stuff below. She was telling me she wanted to send me some purses. This is one of them. I'm like, okay, girl, send me them purses. Send me them purses. If y'all were on that live feed and she was like, I'm gonna send you some purses. So I'm gonna show y'all the inside of it real quick. She wanted me to show off her stuff. So she sent me two purses, a Gucci and this one. And it came with receipts, like real receipts, in a box, and the ribbon, and the bag, and everything, and the dust bag. And it's real leather. It is, so y'all want her information. I'm gonna put her Instagram on. It's Naomi Lux. I'm gonna put her Instagram in the thing below. Y'all stay to the end. I was so like, what? Thank you, girl. So there you go. And for the trolls who gonna try to say A, B, C, and D, you can't even afford the replica trolls. So the replica is pretty expensive because it is such a good one. So okay. No, it is a very, very expensive knockoff. So I wouldn't say very expensive. I'll say it's an expensive knockoff because it's so hard to tell the difference. Okay. I'm gonna put her info. Let me put it down. She's on Instagram. You just have to DM her talking about oh wait, hold on, I spelled it wrong. I saw she was selling videos. She said you got the hookup or whatever, I don't know. She's on Instagram, Naomi Lux, and NAOMILUXE. Let's see. There you go. There you go. So y'all go check her out. I'll put it in the other description when this is uploaded. All right, y'all. See you later. Bye.